When you value something, you consider it important and worthwhile. Value has to do with how much something is worth in terms of importance.
Hello, motherfucker.
Thanks for joining. We'll be discussing fitness, fashion, and ways to focus on greatness. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. Okay, so Loni Love recently gave her opinion on why she feels most black men are unfaithful. Take a listen and I'll be back with my commentary.
In the black community, I don't speak for the black community, but I do think that a lot of black men, they really don't know how to have true, faithful relationships. They think because they have money, because they have power, that they can treat women any kind of way.
Loni Love is saying things.
And that is something we need to work on. We need to work on that. That money and power does not mean that you can just do whatever you want to do.
I think sadly in so many cultures that is the whole machismo thing. Like that goes across the board. But I'm gonna say
it's not across the board, because what is happening is that we are still dealing with the point of slavery. And we are descendants of slavery, and because our families were broken up, we still do not have an idea of how to have together families, because our families were broken up.
Yes,
and until we really
from that perspective, I absolutely
And not just slavery, welfare reform in the 60s and 70s. Like this is a long.
So when you hear, because I want to say, when you hear Joe Budden say, he worked so hard, it's not a bad thing. He's saying, Kevin don't want to be poor no more. Okay? So he's like, let me go out here and make this money, because I don't want to go back to where I was in Philly. So what he was saying was he was using it as an excuse, and we modernize it and say, but that's not, but you got to understand the whole psychology behind it. That's the reason why he's working so hard, because he don't want to go back to where he came from, because then he'll lose the power.
And then working so hard is affecting his relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it is a
conundrum.
Correct.
Okay, first I do want to address the point that Loni Love wants to tell us about black men and families, and she has chosen to date a white man. Now, I'm not saying she shouldn't have an opinion, but Loni Love, you've given up on black men and having a black family, so I don't think your opinion is really that valid. So with that being said, I will let you guys listen to what Joe Budden actually said, instead of Loni giving you her commentary on what she thinks he meant.
But in thinking about how hard he works, like, sometimes you're not home but for 10 seconds in the day for however many days. And I, as a man, can understand how that can be difficult. Okay. Like, I know how I was feeling just going to work, however many hours I was going to work and spending very little time at home. Like, we don't have to get into that right now, but as men, I think y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I understand that about him, and I like the way that he and his wife and his family and friends even attacked that aspect of things, the cheating.
Okay, so I am going to address this line by line. What Joe Budden says he can understand by Kevin Hart working so hard, why he would cheat. Okay, so the problem is most black men, a lot of black men have not seen other black men work hard. So they feel like they should deserve some reward for working. You should work hard. And I'm not going to reward a fish for swimming. And this goes back to my point, as I always say when I'm discussing cheating. Most black men believe they are the prize, and they base that simply on making a decent living. And it's not just entertainers, it's not just rappers, it's not just people that you see that are celebrities. It's any man that even has a decent job. They are equating money with power, and they're equating power with I can do whatever I want to do, have no morals, no standards, and treat women any type of way, because they've seen their mothers being treated that way. They've seen their aunts being treated that way. And other men high-five them along the way instead of reeling them in and say, hey, you know what? Your family is important. Because black men could honestly do that, but they don't. And there lies the problem. Because they'll push each other to be the best in sports. They'll push each other to get the best cars. Discuss the best clothes. Who's the best barber? But nobody will say, take care of your family. Let's start there. If black men were embarrassed to bring another woman around their friend, to laugh about their cheating on their wife at the barbershop, I guarantee you most of them would not do it. Because when you value something, you're going to treat it with importance, whether that be your wife, your children, your car, your shoes, whatever you value, you're going to treat it with importance. And you don't want it to be harmed. You don't want it to get dirty. You don't want it sitting at home crying. But black men are not valuing family. And that is the reason why they don't think that cheating is a big issue. And another point is we have this whole pick me movement. And that movement is all of the women that are saying and doing anything they think a man may like to get their attention, to make them turn their way and maybe date them. But for the most part, just having sex with them. So they'll say, yeah, I like other women. I want to have a threesome. I love having oral sex. Oh, the man don't have to pay all the bills. Whatever that quote unquote thing is that a man is they think a man is looking for, they'll pretend to be those things and secretly hurting on the inside because they don't value themselves enough to stand up for what they want, what they believe, and know that they deserve more. Let me tell you something. If a man cannot practice self-discipline, he will never be successful. If a man cannot practice self-discipline. A woman has desires as just like a man. And I'm not saying women don't cheat. I'm just saying a woman has desires just like a man. So all the time you're spending away from home, your wife is alone. And the simple solution to all of this is, if you don't feel like you're able to abstain from having sex with other people, just be single. I don't understand why you get married or why you get into a relationship when you don't think you can stop having sex with other women. So it's not like I'm asking men, oh, please only have sex with one woman for the rest of your life. No, I'm saying if you're that person, be honest and say, hey, I don't want a relationship. I'm not a husband. I'm not husband material. And have sex with as many women as you would like. Because let me tell you something. A man will be loyal to his barber. They will go around with no lining for 3 weeks if they can't get to that barber that they want to get to. So the ability is there. The desire just isn't. If you want something bad enough, you will work hard to achieve it. And when you cheat, it's a cowardice move on your part. There's no reason for you to enter a relationship or enter a marriage and you have no desire to be faithful. Men like Kevin Hart are not sorry that they cheated. They're sorry they got caught cheating, because I can guarantee you that was not the first time Kevin Hart cheated. I can guarantee you that wasn't the first time he cheated. That was the first time that he got caught. And even in his apology, he still blamed everybody but his own actions. It was the person that taped him. It was the person that blackmailed him. Oh, my boys wasn't around. He has no self-discipline. And he did it because he knew in the back of his mind, even if he got caught, there would be no repercussions. If he didn't get caught in public, I doubt he would even have apologized to his wife. Okay, I could go on and on regarding this subject, but those are my thoughts and opinions. Black men, I will never give up on you, no matter what the media tries to show us. I know there are black men that value themselves. They value their families, and they will do right. They will be loyal. They will be respectful. They will be honest because of that. I know that there are black men that have integrity and do the right thing even when nobody is watching. I will always be in your corner, but I will never be a part of that struggle, love, and embrace it. Have I had challenges in my relationships? Absolutely. But I will never embrace struggle, love, and feel like a man should be allowed to treat you any kind of way and pretend to be remorseful and think that you should be okay with it. Women, we don't have to be okay with anything that we are not okay with just to say that you have a man. I think if women stop being so desperate, men would not do most of the things that they are doing. So let's stand up for ourselves, ladies. We can be strong and also accepting at the same time. We can support our partner at the same time putting up a stop sign and saying, no, I will not allow you to treat me that way. No, I will not allow you to be disrespectful when I'm not in front of you. You should be able to trust your spouse, whether they are standing in your face or 3,000 miles away. You should be able to trust your partner, whether a woman is interested in them or not. They should be able to draw that line and create boundaries without you hovering over their shoulder, without somebody sending you screenshots or voicemails or whatever it may be. Let's stand up for black families. That's what I am encouraging. I'm not here to tear black men down, but I will not ever embrace black men thinking that black women should struggle with them through nonsense. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Put your comments down below. Please be sure to subscribe. And as always, these are just my opinions, not the law.